Najdorf sacrifices all of his minor pieces against Glucksberg in the Polish Immortal game. This is a game every chess player should watch. Let's dive into this extraordinary chess. Glucksberg opens with d4, aiming for a strong center. Najdorf replies with f5, initiating the Dutch defense. This move not only controls the e4 square, also facilitates a kingside attack after castling. c4, knight f6. Najdorf prepares to attack the center with d5. However, knight c3 by Glucksberg adds more control over the d5 and e4 squares. With e6, Najdorf is ready to strike at the center. Knight f3 and d5. Glucksberg plays e3, defending the pawn on c4, but this move traps his dark square bishop behind the pawn chain. A better alternative would have been to first deploy the bishop on the f4 square, then play e3, keeping the bishop active on the board. c6, bishop d3, bishop d6, and both players put their king to safety with castling. Knight e2, Najdorf develops his knight to d7. Knight g5 by Glucksberg seems like a tactical mistake because it allows Najdorf to attack with bishop captures on h2 check. If he takes the bishop, knight g4 check, and after king g1, queen will capture the knight on g5 leads to a strong attacking position for black. So Glucksberg avoids capturing and moves his king to h1. Najdorf intensifies the attack with knight g4. The knight on g5 is threatened by the queen now, so Glucksberg plays f4 to protect the knight and block the bishop's escape route. Queen e6 by Najdorf defends the pawn on e6 and also prepares for queen h5, joining the attack on the white's king. g3, not a good move by Glucksberg, trying to create an escape room for the king. Queen h5 and king g2. In this position, Najdorf comes with a brilliant move, bishop g1, sacrificing the bishop to clear the way for his queen. Capturing the bishop with king leads to instant checkmate by queen h2. Capturing with rook also is a blunder because after queen h2 check, king has to go to f1 or f3 and queen f2 is a checkmate again. So Glucksberg captures the bishop with his knight and queen h2 check. King f3 is forced. e5, threatening checkmate by advancing the pawn to e4. White has to capture this pawn, and Najdorf here sacrifices the knight by capturing on e5. White has to capture because there is no room to escape. Najdorf retakes with his knight, check. King f4 is forced. Knight g6 gives him another check, and king f3 is forced again. f4, a powerful move creating multiple threats. There is a checkmate threat with knight e5 and king has no free squares to move to. Capturing the g3 pawn also opens up the f5 for the rook, giving a deadly check that is hard to defend against. So Glucksberg captures on f4 with e-pawn to free the e3 square for an escape route. But Najdorf shocks him and gives him a deadly check with bishop on g4. Another brilliant sacrifice by him. If Glucksberg doesn't accept this sacrifice, his queen will be lost, so he takes the bishop. In this position, I want you to pause the video and try to find the best move for black. I hope you find it. Knight e5 check. Boom. Najdorf sacrifices his last minor piece. Glucksberg has to take this knight because the f3 square is also covered by the knight and there is no room for escape. And the last move, h5, delivers a beautiful checkmate with pawn. What a tactical play by Najdorf. Each of his sacrifices was calculated perfectly. If you enjoyed this game, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more chess insights. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep playing and keep learning.